through the social media pages, I went through the former Twitter, which is X today, and I saw this picture of William Samoei Ruto and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta at the inauguration of Tshisekedi, the president of DRC Congo. I would like you to look at this picture and tell me exactly what you think about the relationship between William Samoei Ruto and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. I also came through another picture of Ida Odinga and the former First Lady, Madam Kenyatta. I would also like you to look at this picture and tell me what you think about these two pictures. Like they say, a picture says 1,000 words. I would say that the relationship between the picture of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and William Samoei Ruto basically tells you a lot about their relationship, let alone the fact that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta actually flew to DRC using Ugandan Airlines and not Kenya Airways. I would like you to see this. I will give you a close-up of the picture when Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was actually arriving in DRC Congo. I think you can see Uganda Airlines there. At the background, right at the background, you can see Uganda Airlines and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta being ushered into either the airport at DRC Congo. So today, essentially, I wanted to look at the relationship between Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and William Samoei Ruto vis-a-vis the relationship between Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga. The relationship between Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and William Samoei Ruto will never ever be the same again. And that's a fact. You can even see, by the way, this picture was used by some UDA official who was trying to portray a certain image that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and William Samoei Ruto are kind of close. But the picture actually revealed the true position, which showed the actual differences, total differences between Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and William Samoei Ruto. William Samoei Ruto is not quite free because of his attacks all the time of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Even recently, he was talking about the economy and bashing Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, which I think Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has not taken kindly. The relationship between Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga is improving every other day. And the second picture that I showed you showing Ida Odinga and Mrs. Kenyatta, the former First Lady, tells you all about it. Ida Odinga and the former First Lady were at a function in Kisumu, 30th anniversary of the father of Raila Amolo Odinga, that is Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. It was some kind of celebration of life 30 years after he passed on. This also tells you a lot that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga are not just friends, but they are trying to build, and they have built, understanding and some kind of working between actually Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga. What they are trying to do is bringing out the relationship between Kikuyus on one hand and Luos. William Samoei Ruto has tried very much to bring Kikuyus closer, but his relationship between Kalenjins and Kikuyus is more transactional. It's more like, what is that in there for me? But what Raila Amolo Odinga and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta are trying to bring together is basically bringing two tribes, the Luos and Kikuyus, who've been actually fighting ever since independence. It's a more lasting kind of relationship. Other than their political affiliation or the political issues that they are trying to bring together in Azimio, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga are looking at the very bigger picture of the entire relationship between Luos and Kikuyus. William Samoei Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua are actually bringing in the transactional relationship between Kikuyus and Kalenjins. And that will go no more beyond that. As soon as the transaction is over in a transactional relationship, that is all over. You've either made a profit or you made a loss. So looking at the two, as things go on, the relationship between Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga will actually be more cemented as years go by. which means that actually what they started as BBI, which is essentially bringing Kenyans together, particularly the two tribes, Luos and Kikuyus, is still being continued by the relationship between Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga in Azimio as a whole. That makes William Samoei Ruto a very worried person. But what do you think? Tell me, what do you think? Do you think the relationship between Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and William Samoei Ruto is gone, the way I do? Gone completely? What about the relationship between Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga? Or even better, the relationship between Luos and Kikuyus in the future, and the relationship between Kalenjins and Kikuyus 10 years down the road? I'd like to hear your comment. Thank you very much for tuning in. Welcome to Talk to Africa.